Alright, what's up guys? NinjaDeathStrike here, bringing you a PTCGO quickie. I know this is not a normal TCGO night, but I just finished this match, happened to be recording, and my opponent made a jackass out of himself in the chat, which is always a good time. So just going to throw it up real quick so that we can all enjoy his cockiness. Anyhow, I'm playing Darkrai Hydreigon, which you can't actually tell from my opening hand because it's terrible. I get Juniper and all of my max potions immediately, which is bad. He has a Buffalant lead, so I decide I'm just going to go ahead and play the Juniper, and I actually draw into like an amazing hand. I get a Dark Energy and a Dark Patch and a Sableye, so that's actually going to let me retreat into Sableye and then go ahead and Junk Hunt and get some of those max potions back into my deck, because losing all of them right at the beginning would just be horrible. So I'm going to do that, and since he has Buffalant out, I am pretty sure he's not going to get an attack off this turn. I mean, there is an outside possibility, but fairly unlikely that happens. So he does attach a DCE, drops a Mewtwo of his own, and then he's just going to have to pass, I believe. Oh, he ends me first, which is fine because my hand was awful. So I get a not as good hand, or not so great hand, but I do top deck the N, and I had the random receiver, so I guess all in all the hand wasn't terrible, but at least I have a supporter, which is really important. And I'm going to go ahead, attach my energy here, go for the N, put the Eviolite down on Darkrai, and there aren't really any trainers I want in my discard pile. There are a few, but I would much rather be able to try and stall for a few more turns if I can, especially that Buffalant is pretty intimidating. I need to try and set up a Hydreigon still, so I'm actually going to go for the Confuse Ray and flip a Heads, which is great. It's going to make it really inconvenient for him to try and attack, and hopefully it's going to buy me some time. You'd see I did ditch that Tool Scrapper and something else to get Dino. I wanted it on my bench so that I can have a chance to evolve next turn. I did get the Rare Candy, even though I don't have a supporter here. So if I can get a way to get a Hydreigon, I'll be able to get him up next turn, and then we'll be rolling. So he's going to go for random receiver here. I think he hit a Juniper. I'm not sure. But we saw a bunch more Mewtwo in that experience share, so it's pretty much just Mewtwo with a Buffalant. And here's where he's going to start to get sour and start bitching at me. I'm going to take out the Buffalant. It just so happens that confusion damage plus a Night Spear is just enough to take out Buffalant, and I get to put 30 on that Mewtwo, which is going to be huge. Makes it much easier for mine to knock out. And here we go. He says, relying on luck as always, I see. Like he even knows me. You don't know me. I don't know what you're talking about, Sparko33. So I tell him don't be sour, and he's actually still not in a bad spot. I mean, Mewtwo's pretty intimidating. He gets a plus power here, which is gonna put him up to decent amount of damage. But yeah, just starts bitching as soon as something doesn't go his way, and then gets a really good turn and says nothing about it. Like, he hasn't been getting good hands too, so he's actually going to be able to hit me for 90 here, which is pretty big. He had the Tool Scrapper and the plus power. The plus power is less important, but hitting that Tool Scrapper for him was huge. It's going to put me in 2-hit KO range, and I don't actually have a whole lot in my hand. I do have that random receiver, so hopefully I'm going to hit a Juniper here. But he's going to think about what he wants to do for a while, and then he X-Balls for 90. So I get another random receiver, which is good. I really wanted Juniper here, so that's going to give me 2 chances to get it. But I hit it here, just going to chuck this hand. It's not going to lose anything big, and this is pretty much perfect. Putting down that Dino the last turn does mean that I will be able to evolve this turn. I got the Rare Candy and the Ultra Ball, so I'm going to Level Ball first, grab my Sigilyph, which is a card that I really, really like in this deck, drop him down, and then I can Ultra Ball for the Hydreigon, evolve into Hydreigon, shift the energy over, and take him out with a Psychic, which, since I got that 30 damage, is going to be just enough to take him out. But I don't actually get to do it because he quits as soon as he sees that his Mewtwo is going to get knocked out, and that's going to be the match. So really quick, but I just wanted to post it because I thought it was funny. He made an ass out of himself, and we can all enjoy that together. So thumbs up if you like the video. Leave me a comment about it. If you play him and beat him, pat yourself on the back. And that's going to do it. I'll have a real match coming tomorrow night, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys.